Buckle up because the internet just caught fire again, and this time it's uglier, messier, and way more personal than anyone expected. Chrisean Rock thought she'd seen it all. The drama with Blueface, the fights, the chaos, the lives. But nothing prepared her for this. Hood Trophy Bino, the man she once called family, just dropped a bomb that no one saw coming. We're talking about private, medical, off-limits information, about baby Junior, blasted out for millions to see. Let that sink in. We're not talking gossip, we're talking invasion. This leak makes the Kardashians' family group chats look like a church bulletin. It's the kind of betrayal that could turn Zeus Network into CNN. Fans are screaming for answers. Lawyers are whispering HIPAA violation. And Chrisean? She's reportedly furious. Sources say she's not just crying, she's planning revenge. And the internet? Oh, it's eating this up like it's Thanksgiving drama served cold. Memes, receipts, and wild accusations are flying faster than Chrisean's punches on a reunion special. Everyone's asking the same question. Why would Bino do this? Was it clout, revenge, or something way darker? Stay right here, because what you're about to hear next makes this scandal radioactive. Let's rewind before this chaos erupted into the digital wildfire currently scorching every blog page, from the Shade Room to Hollywood Unlocked. Because believe it or not, this didn't start with a random leak. This started with a slow, sneaky buildup that only Chrisean Rock's universe could deliver. You know, the same universe where every IG Live feels like a deleted episode of Love and Hip Hop, the apocalypse. Everything seemed calm for about 5 minutes. Chrisean was posting clips with baby Junior, promoting her new track, and pretending peace had entered her life for the first time since Blueface decided to beef with half of Los Angeles. Hood Trophy Bino, on the other hand, was on the West Coast playing Zen mode, dropping motivational captions about loyalty and cutting fake energy. But fans who know the vibes already felt it, that eerie calm before the social media storm. And honey, when it hit like a Zeus reunion chair to the face. It started with a cryptic story from Bino, a black screen. 3 words. Y'all really don't know. That's it. 3 words that sent the internet spiraling into speculation mode. What didn't we know? Who was y'all? And most importantly, who was he aiming at? Because in Chrisean's world, there's only one direction the shade usually flies. Then, hours later, came the post, the one that detonated the timeline. A blurry screenshot, supposedly from a close friend's story, showing what looked like a medical document. Not just any document, something tied to baby Junior. The caption? People love to play victim, but the truth always surfaces. Boom. The internet went nuclear. Within minutes, blogs were reposting it. Headlines reading, "Did Hood Trophy Bino just leak Chrisean's baby's medical records?" It was chaos. Timelines melting down, fans gasping, and even verified accounts jumping in like they were on jury duty. But let's keep it real. This wasn't just a typical he said, she said. This was personal. We're talking about a child, Chrisean's baby, the one she publicly fought to raise while juggling fame, heartbreak, and a full-time internet circus. Seeing private info about him spread like gossip was crossing a line that even her most savage haters weren't ready for. At first, Bino denied it. He went live calm as ever, saying, "Y'all twisting words. I ain't leak nothing. I just told the truth." The truth? Please, the internet wasn't buying it. Because while he was talking, screenshots were circulating showing metadata, timestamps, usernames, everything pointing straight back to him. And then came the second blow. Another clip, allegedly from Bino's private Snapchat, showing him on the phone saying, "If I wanted to expose her, I could drop the whole file." Bruh, the whole file? What file are we even talking about? Fans instantly assumed he meant hospital records. Maybe something about baby Junior's birth, his health, or something even darker. By now, the internet was in full detective mode. Twitter turned into a war zone. Chrisean supporters flooded his comments with pitchforks and prayers, calling him everything from Snake of the Year to walking lawsuit. Others accused her of overreacting, but those voices got drowned out faster than a Blueface apology. And then, silence. For 24 hours, both of them vanished from the internet. No lives, no posts, nothing. Just eerie quiet, which, if you know Chrisean Rock, is scarier than any rant. People were expecting an explosion, and boy, they were right. Because when she came back, she came swinging. Her first live since the leak started calm. Too calm. She looked straight into the camera and said, "This right here? Nah, this not about me no more. This about my son. You don't play with no baby." Her tone was dead serious. the kind that makes even trolls hit pause. And then she added the now viral line. If you think leaking private stuff about my child gonna make you look real, you just exposed yourself as weak. Clipped, posted, shared everywhere. Even celebrities started chiming in. Natalie Nunn went on her podcast and said, "Now, I know we all messy, but babies are off limits. Period." Cardi B liked a tweet that read, "Bino crossed a line no real man should ever cross." And within hours, Bino's comment section turned into a digital boxing ring. Fans tearing him apart like it was pay-per-view. But behind the noise, the real question lingered. Why did he do it? What pushed Bino, who'd once defended Chrisean during her biggest meltdowns, to now drag her at her most vulnerable? Insiders started whispering that this wasn't random, that the two had been quietly feuding for weeks. Allegedly, it started over money tied to a joint project, some track that was supposed to drop, but never did. Add that to the fact that Chrisean's been spending more time rebuilding her brand solo. And boom, jealousy brewed faster than her morning coffee. One source claimed Bino felt cut off, like she used him when she needed backup. But once she got the fame, she forgot who helped her when Blueface was dogging her out. Whether that's true or not, the tension was clearly simmering. And when the chance for revenge came knocking, Bino apparently opened the door with both hands. But here's where things took a twist. Just when fans were ready to cancel Bino into digital extinction, a mysterious Twitter account popped up, posting what looked like voice notes of Chrisean herself talking about keeping things quiet for Junior. The clips were messy, unverified, and low quality, but enough to keep the gossip bubbling. People started arguing that maybe, just maybe, Bino wasn't the only one being messy. This wasn't just a scandal now. It was a chess game, and both players were making dangerous moves. By the time Friday rolled around, every gossip outlet had picked a side. YouTube analysts were breaking down timelines like this was a true crime case. Reddit threads titled "Chrisean vs. Bino, who really leaked Junior's info?" hit thousands of comments. TikTokers reenacted the lives with dramatic music and captions like, "The betrayal no one saw coming." And just when it seemed like the internet had peaked, boom, Chrisean's mother jumped in. You know it's bad when Mama Rock speaks. She went live saying, "Ain't nobody gonna mess with my grandson's privacy. If that boy posted that, God gon' handle him before I do." Now it was official. The leak wasn't just a rumor. It was war, but trust me, the story was far from over. Because while everyone was dissecting the drama, a new wave of evidence started bubbling online. Proof that what Bino leaked wasn't just petty shade. It might have been illegal. And from that point forward, this stopped being entertainment. This became repercussion season. By the time sunrise hit the next day, social media wasn't just talking about it, it was living inside the chaos. The internet woke up like, what fresh hell did Bino unleash this time? Hashtags were trending, bloggers were booking emergency live streams, and Chrisean's fanbase, the Rock Nation as they call themselves, had turned into full-blown digital detectives armed with screenshots, timestamps, and rage. The phrase private medical info wasn't just a trending topic anymore, it was a war cry. Everyone suddenly became a HIPAA lawyer overnight. Twitter threads were popping off like, actually, under Section 1177 of the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, like half the timeline just passed the bar exam. You couldn't scroll without seeing people quoting fake legal terms and predicting lawsuits like they were working for Judge Judy. And right in the middle of it all, Hood Trophy Bino was silent. No tweets, no lives, not even a cryptic emoji. The man who'd started this inferno suddenly vanished like Houdini with a burner phone. Fans speculated he was hiding from the smoke. Others said he was lawyering up. One TikTok even claimed he'd fled LA to lay low until the heat cooled off. But Chrisean? Oh, she was heating up by the second. Then came the clip heard round the internet. Chrisean's now iconic IG Live meltdown. Sitting in her car, baby seat in the back, mascara smudged, eyes blazing. You could feel the anger vibrating through the screen. She slammed the steering wheel and yelled, "You crossed the line, Bino! You played with my child's privacy, and now you go and see what happens when I stop being nice." Within seconds, every gossip outlet clipped it. Blogs reposted it with headlines like, "Chrisean declares war on Bino after shocking leak," and "Chrisean snaps, threatens to expose Bino's secrets." TikTok stitched it 100,000 times. TikTok stitched it 100,000 times. People added dramatic background music, slow-motion zooms, and captions like, "The mother has entered her villain era, but the internet never sleeps." And while everyone was riding the emotional wave, an even bigger twist hit. A verified user, allegedly a nurse from the hospital where Junior was born, dropped a comment saying, "This info could only come from someone close to her. Records like that aren't public." And just like that, what was once gossip turned into a potential crime. Lawyers started weighing in on podcasts. One entertainment attorney said, "If this information was real and posted publicly without consent, that's a serious violation. She could sue for emotional distress, defamation, and privacy invasion." Another added, "If it came from within a hospital, there could be federal consequences." Cue the panic. Fans began tagging the FBI, the LAPD, and anyone with a blue check and a badge. "Lock him up!" Memes started circulating. Someone even edited a fake mugshot of Bino with the caption, "HIPAA Violator of the Year." It was ridiculous, and also absolutely viral. Meanwhile, Bino's old posts were being dug up like internet fossils. Tweets from 2021 resurfaced where he said, "Don't play with me, I know everything." One shady tweet from last year read, "Sometimes the truth hurt, but y'all love liars." Fans twisted every word, claiming he'd been planning this all along. And in true 2025 internet fashion, the meme pages made it worse and 10 times funnier. One meme showed Bino photoshopped holding medical papers like a mixtape, titled "Patient Confidential, the Leak Tape." Another had Chrisean with boxing gloves photoshopped in, captioned, "When HIPAA turns to hands." It was chaos, comedy, and catastrophe all at once. But just when the laughter reached its peak, another video leaked, this time from an anonymous account that fans swear was connected to Bino's inner circle. The clip allegedly showed him talking on FaceTime saying, "Ain't nothing I said fake. She just mad the truth out now." The internet went feral. If that clip was real, he basically admitted guilt. Cue Meltdown Part 2. Chrisean went live again, this time with receipts. She flashed her phone, showing messages she claimed were between her and Bino. The texts were tense. One read, "Why you doing this, bro? That's my son." The reply, allegedly from Bino, said, "Maybe now you'll stop playing victim." That one line detonated the internet again. Comments flooded in. "This man needs help. He's obsessed. How you beefing with a baby's mom over medical info?" The backlash was brutal. His Spotify comments got bombed with baby emojis. His YouTube videos were flooded with "leak this" jokes. Even random fans were unfollowing him in waves. But Bino wasn't backing down. He posted a news story. "If I go down, everyone going down with me." The font, all caps. The tone, unhinged. You could practically smell the chaos through the pixels. Within an hour, he deleted it. But not before thousands of screenshots immortalized it forever. By now, the situation had evolved into something darker. Less gossip, more public breakdown. People started worrying about Chrisean's emotional state. She'd always been the fighter, the wild card, the unfiltered queen of chaos, but now she was crying, shaking, and visibly hurt. Even her biggest critics admitted, "This one ain't funny anymore." And here's where the story took a cinematic twist worthy of a Netflix docuseries. Blueface's mom, Carlissa, jumped into the mix. She posted a long, shady message on Instagram saying, "I told y'all to stop trusting everybody around your baby. Ain't nobody real no more." That was enough to light another fuse, because the last thing this situation needed was Carlissa adding lighter fluid to the fire. Now the storyline had expanded. Chrisean versus Bino, Bino versus the internet, Carlissa versus common sense, and everyone watching like it was an episode of Maury After Dark. But hold up. While the internet was busy laughing, the real bombshell was quietly brewing. Word on the street was that Chrisean's legal team had officially sent out a cease and desist letter, the kind of legal document that says, "Delete it all or meet us in court." Bloggers started whispering that she was ready to file a full lawsuit if the leak wasn't scrubbed, from every platform within 48 hours, and that's when Bino finally cracked. He went live, pacing, ranting, trying to spin the narrative. "They trying to make me look evil," he shouted. "I didn't post no medical stuff. I just told the truth about what I know. Y'all believe whatever fits the story." But the damage was already done. Comments were rolling in like bullets. "Stop gaslighting, bro! You went too far. This ain't street beef, it's a baby." Even his own fans turned on him. The live ended abruptly, but not before he slipped up and said something that sent chills down everyone's spine. "Y'all don't even know the half of what she hid from the world." That sentence was the cliffhanger that launched 1,000 think pieces. What else was he talking about? Was there more? Could there really be a deeper secret behind this medical leak? One gossip YouTuber summed it up perfectly. Bino just turned this from a scandal into a saga. And baby, we're all strapped in for the next episode. The digital world was on edge. DMs, screenshots, private groups, everyone had theories. The fans weren't just watching anymore. They were participating, picking sides, building timelines, creating their own fake evidence collages. It felt less like a leak and more like a celebrity courtroom happening in real time. But here's the twist. While everyone thought this was Bino's downfall, something unexpected was about to happen. A moment that would shift the entire conversation and prove that in the world of Chrisean Rock, no scandal ever stays simple, because what came next wasn't just shocking, it was soul-shattering. When the smoke seemed to settle, when everyone thought this circus had finally run out of elephants, boom. Another explosion rocked the timeline. Out of nowhere, a mysterious Instagram account appeared under the handle Truth About JR. It dropped a post claiming to have the full receipts of what really happened between Chrisean and Bino. It wasn't verified, it had 0 followers, and it looked shady as hell. But within 10 minutes, it had more traffic than Netflix on a Friday night. The post included screenshots, audio clips, and even what looked like a doctor's note with private details blurred out. The caption? Since y'all love the drama so much, here's the real reason Bino spoke up. The internet froze. Was this Bino again? A fake fan page? Or someone from Chrisean's own circle? No one knew. But the chaos restarted instantly. Theories flooded in like biblical rain. Some claimed Bino was using burner accounts to keep the narrative alive. Others believed it was an inside job. Maybe someone close to Chrisean trying to expose both of them. It was like watching a celebrity soap opera written by the devil and directed by TMZ. And then, the biggest twist yet. Chrisean's lawyer spoke publicly. Not a random source close to her, an actual statement. On a morning podcast, the lawyer said, "Legal action is being considered. Ms. Malone and her child have a right to privacy, and that right has been violated." That soundbite alone sent shivers through the entertainment world. Suddenly, every blogger and clout chaser who'd reposted the leak started quietly deleting content like their Wi-Fi depended on it. But Bino, he couldn't resist. Hours after the lawyer's statement, he posted a clip of himself in a dimly lit room, muttering, "You can't cancel the truth." The video barely lasted 30 seconds before he deleted it. But screenshots, of course, spread like wildfire. He looked tired, hollow-eyed, like the weight of the internet was finally crushing him. That's when people began to see cracks in his armor. Former collaborators came forward spilling tea of their own. One old friend claimed Bino had been spiraling for weeks, obsessed with proving something against Chrisean. Another said, he felt like the world loved her no matter what, and he was the villain. This was his way of flipping the script, but the script had flipped too far. The tide had officially turned. Fans weren't buying his victim act anymore. Even the gossip blogs that once fed on the drama started saying he'd gone too far. You know it's bad when Hollywood Unlocked calls for boundaries? Meanwhile, Chrisean was reclaiming her power. Instead of hiding, she used the moment to rally her base. She dropped a new freestyle on Instagram rapping about snakes in the crew and protecting her cub. The line that broke the internet? "Play with my kid and I'll make your whole timeline cry." Fans went wild. The clip went viral, racking up millions of views overnight. For the first time since the scandal broke, Chrisean had control of the narrative again. She turned pain into PR. Her hashtags flooded the charts. What rock strong, or protect JR, and the one that hit hardest, Bino blocked. And while the internet was rallying behind her, Karma decided to clock in. A major streaming platform quietly pulled Bino's latest video from rotation, citing content concerns. One of his sponsorship deals went dark. Even some of his so-called bros started unfollowing him to save face. The same people who hyped him up for being real were suddenly preaching about privacy and boundaries. Classic influencer hypocrisy at its finest. But the real gut punch came when Chrisean dropped a bomb of her own. She shared a heartfelt clip holding baby Junior saying, "He don't deserve none of this. All I ever wanted was peace." She wasn't yelling, she wasn't crying, just calm, sincere, and powerful. That video broke the internet in reverse. People who spent weeks clowning her suddenly switched sides, apologizing in comments, sending love, even raising awareness about privacy rights for celebrity kids. And guess what? The same public that roasted her now crowned her a mother warrior. Twitter, or X, depending on who you ask, exploded with posts like, "Chrisean went from chaos to clarity. This is her redemption era." Someone even made a mini documentary called When a Mother Fights Back that hit 1 million views in 24 hours. Meanwhile, Bino was drowning in silence. His Instagram turned off comments. His DMs leaked showing desperate messages like, "It wasn't supposed to go that far. Too late." The world had moved on and not in his favor. Even Blueface, yes, Blueface, hopped online to say, "You don't play with no kid info. That's lame." Imagine being publicly scolded by Blueface. That's rock bottom with an echo. By now, Chrisean had shifted from victim to victor. She was doing interviews again, but with a different energy. Calmer, wiser, strategic. On one podcast, she said, "I used to fight with my hands. Now I fight with truth." It wasn't just a quote, it was a power move. The same people who used to call her toxic were now calling her the most resilient woman in hip-hop. But in the middle of her redemption arc, one last twist slithered out of the shadows. A leaked audio clip, allegedly between two of Bino's old friends, surfaced where one voice said, "He thought leaking that would break her. He didn't realize it made her stronger." And that's the truth. The leak that was supposed to humiliate Chrisean turned her into a symbol of survival. The woman the internet once loved to clown became the mother no one dared to mess with. By the end of the week, Bino's accounts were ghost towns. His followers dropped by hundreds of thousands. His name trended only when people used it as a punchline. Someone even edited a fake Wikipedia page calling him the first rapper canceled by karma. Savage, but accurate. As for Chrisean, she took her baby, her music, and her newfound calm, and walked straight out of the chaos. No apology tour, no PR gimmicks, just peace, the kind that drives your haters insane. And the moral of this mess? In the age of clout chasing, receipts, and exclusive leaks, privacy is the new luxury. Bino tried to weaponize information and ended up exposing himself instead. Chrisean didn't just survive the scandal, she owned it. Because in Hollywood drama, there are two types of people: the ones who get canceled, and the ones who turn their cancellation into a comeback story. And baby, Chrisean Rock just dropped the mic on hers, but don't get too comfortable. Because if there's one thing we've learned from this wild, Zeus-worthy saga, it's that peace in Chrisean's world never lasts long. The internet's still watching, the bloggers are still waiting, and somewhere out there, another exclusive leak is already cooking. And when it drops, you know where you'll hear it first. And there you have it, the wildest chapter yet in the Chrisean Rock universe, where peace lasts shorter than a Zeus contract, and secrets leak faster than a Blueface apology. Hood Trophy Bino thought he was pulling a power move, but instead, he turned himself into the world's most regretted exposé. Meanwhile, Chrisean didn't just clap back, she turned her pain into platinum-level publicity. That's not chaos, that's strategy with a side of smoke. But now it's your turn to sound off. Was Bino just chasing clout, or was there something deeper behind that leak? Do you think Chrisean handled it like a queen protecting her castle, or was this just another round in hip-hop's messiest soap opera? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because you know this topic's about to get hotter than a Zeus reunion with Carlissa in the front row. And don't just scroll, smash that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe right now, because on this channel, scandals don't sleep, they reload. We break the internet before breakfast and drop receipts before your favorite blog even finishes typing allegedly. Hit that notification bell, because if Chrisean sneezes, Bino blinks, or Blueface breathes too loud, you'll hear it here first, raw, ruthless, and ready for replay. This is Vibe Crave, where the tea is volcanic, the commentary is lethal, and the drama always served extra loud. Stay tuned, stay messy, and remember, in the world of celebrity chaos, privacy is dead, clout is currency, and screenshots last forever. Last forever.